What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Dead Funny Podcast. I'm your host, Chris. Joining me today, we have my co-host, Kelsey, and my co-host, Dylan. What's going on, guys?
Nothing much. I just went to the gym and destroyed it.
Fucking good for you. That's what's up.
The gym? Damn. Rude.
I mean, you're going to have to pay for all of it, but, I mean,
workout
you fucking
at the gym.
get it.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I remember those days. I need to get back into the gym. It's been a little bit. I miss those days. Man. I was like going every day. I'm not fat, but I miss those days. You feel good afterwards. It really puts it like on a high.
I'm fat.
Feel good. You know your body's like dying, but you feel good.
True that.
So, before we got on screen, and some of us want to continue to talk about it, so I guess we'll just jump right into that. We're talking about some animes, guys. We started off with Seven Deadly Sins. I am 30 minutes away from finishing the movie, and then I will have watched everything that is available to me on Netflix. Season 1, the little miniature series, which they consider Season 2, which actually isn't Season 2, and Season 3, which is actually Season 2, and then the movie. It's been great. I actually really enjoy the show. At first, I didn't think I was going to like it. I thought it was a little too predictable, especially right off the bat with the first episode, being able to guess who the first Seven Deadly Sin was, like right off the fucking bat. I think they could have waited to show us that little like cut scene that they show in the middle of the episode. Why they choose to do it in the middle of the episode, I have no idea. But they should have done that, and maybe they would have got me. And oh my god, Meliodas is Wrath. But anyways, regardless, fucking anime is great. It's fucking phenomenal. If you haven't watched it yet, it's great. My only complaint about the anime now is that I don't know why they ever went away from their first intro. Their first intro song is so good. All of them suck. All the other ones suck. Go back to the first one. Oh, it was so good. There's certain animes that have really good openers, and then there's certain animes that have like almost a good opener every single time. To me, SAO is one of those that has like. I mean, I don't think I've disliked a single SAO opening yet. No, I haven't. Well, the first Alfheim Online is good. It's not great, but the other three, I know for a fact, are fucking solid to me. I liked Gun Gales. I love Mother Rosario Arc's fucking opening. Oh, that one's so good. And then the original is fucking phenomenal. Crossing Fields, that one's so fucking good. There's actually a American. I don't know what you would call her. Either way, she does the American versions of anime songs. So she sits down and gets the translations, and then she actually puts them into sentences where they actually sound good and actually sound like they go with the song.
Oh, cool.
And fucking A. Some of her translated songs fucking sound really good. Like, she's done justice to most of the fucking anime songs she's done. It's actually really
My guess is composer would probably be the best thing to call her.
There you go. Boom. Composer. American female composer. Bam. There we go. And she handles a lot of different anime songs. And she did a lot of the SAO ones. Fucking awesome. But we were talking about RWBY. RWBY. For those of you who are Dark Star fans and are used to me talking about RWBY, probably like, God damn it, Chris, I come to Dead Funny did not hear you guys talk about RWBY for once. I'm sorry. But it looks like we're going to be talking about RWBY. Anyways. Kelsey is a huge fan of RWBY. She is completely caught up. And you're a Yang fan, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
without question.
There we go. Boom. It's Yang Synergy. All we needed to do is just call Joey and get him on here too. Fucking hardcore Yang fan. Yang Synergy going on. And then Dylan is not necessarily caught up, but he's already been spoiled as far as pretty much to what this season was. To be fair, Dylan, I will say this. This season,
I'm still going to watch it.
It was good.
Oh, good.
But it for sure... The plot didn't move forward at all. The plot legitimately did not go anywhere.
No.
There was a lot more character development than anything else. The plot did not go anywhere. They start out the episode going, we need to get to Atlas, and then the last episode is, we made it to Atlas. So, as I said, the plot literally did not go anywhere. Like, the main plot, at least.
Go nowhere.
So.
Holy shit.
But you learn a butt ton about the entire universe. That's super cool and absolutely fleshes out and just provides a great context, and I'm really excited to see where they go with it.
I want to see if Chris knows my true favorite RWBY character.
Okay, well, you're going to have to give me a hint, because I don't think me and you have really ever talked about RWBY. So would your favorite be on Team RWBY or Team Juniper?
He's not on any of the teams.
Okay, well, no, he's a guy now, so it's not
That
any of the
helps.
teams. I'm gonna have to go Crow.
God damn it.
All right.
Your friend knows
It
you.
was either if it was team RWBY, I was gonna go Blake. If it was team Juniper, I was gonna go Jean. And if you said it wasn't anybody on there, I went Crow.
Yeah.
The
Crow's
whole
beast, man.
drunken asshole with a scythe is definitely speaks 100% to the people that you like to fucking cling on to. So
I like his character. I'm sorry.
I don't know, dude. I don't like Crow at all in this series or in this season. I'm ready.
Oh, he's not.
I hope
not very
if there's a big death next season, I would be completely okay if it was Crow. I would be 100% okay if Crow dies next season
What?
or next volume. 100%.
Why?
I'm honestly with Chris on this one because
I-
Crow has done a lot of moping and he's done a lot of holding other people back, but in the most recent seasons, he hasn't done much more than that.
hasn't done
Being
anything.
a drunken, miserable person, and it's like, if you're not going to help, you don't need to be here.
He's just like, man, my semblance, it kills people.
Well,
Meh."
you know what? Even if if y'all do get Ghost Witch and he does die, I still have John to fall back on.
I mean, John.
He
can
has-
Well, that's because
die too.
John's
Yeah.
wonderful.
John can
Hey,
die too. That's
what?
fine.
Oh, nope.
Oh,
Nope.
that's my other ship. That's my other ship. So Dylan, I don't know if this got spoiled for you or not, but this is going to. He sees a fucking statue of Pyrrha, and guess who walks up next to the statue? Pyrrha's mom. Jean and Pyrrha's mom. That's my new ship I'm selling. They're gonna get it on. Boom.
Oh
My Donkey
God,
Kong.
no,
Yep. Jean and
no,
Pyrrha's mom.
no,
Yeah.
no. That is, you're gross.
She's gonna
No.
walk into the bedroom. She's gonna be all spread out in lingerie, and he's like, "Guess who I got this armor from?" Boom. Gonna get
John-
it.
And then what? They're just going to talk about Pyrrha while they're having sex?
Pretty
Is that
much,
your
yeah.
thought?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's how it happened. It's like, oh,
All right.
God,
Well,
John,
this is just
you-
gross.
That's the new ship. Yeah.
I am horrified and unhappy.
Get it, John.
At least he didn't. At least he didn't go as bad as Crow and his sister.
I like
I
Raven.
know some people. I know some people that ship that.
I like Raven.
Fucking on the
well, I don't
internet
know
and
why
stuff.
people would ever ship fucking incest
I
ship.
don't know.
But anyways, I like Raven a lot.
Definitely weird.
Crow I don't like. He's too fucking complaining for me. My semblance, But Raven's, man, fucking. We actually got that spoiled for us because we were a couple episodes behind. We got spoiled to us that Raven wasn't a maiden because of goddamn fucking thumbnail, Rooster Teeth. I love you guys. You were fucking perfect. But stop with the thumbnails, man. Like, fucking do something to where they're not spoily. Fucking thumbnail where Raven, it becomes the fucking whatever, the maiden. Literally, the thumbnail of it was her and the fucking flame eyes. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not a mystery anymore. And we were like 3 episodes behind. So they hadn't even gotten to the relic yet. And I was like, God damn it. So we already knew that Raven was a fucking thing. And then, I mean, we had our suspicions whenever she had the fall maiden out there or whatever. And the chick did the whole like storm. It was like Raven specifically put her helmet on. Like we had our suspicions, so it's like no one could see her eyes. We kind of get it, but yeah, it was what it was. That fight though between her and Cinder, I personally liked. I thought it was fucking
Oh,
lit.
dude.
It
I'm so
Yeah.
glad Cinder
it
dead.
reminded me. It reminded me of Dragon Ball Z fights, hardcore. A lot of people hated that fight. A lot of people. It's like the most disliked fight.
Why?
Because it was like a Dragon Ball Z fight. It wasn't like your typical RWBY type fight.
Oh.
Like they're normally
That
running
makes sense.
around and like the battle seems choreographed and shit like that. And it was like whenever it got to this fight, it was like they're fucking teleporting all over the place, flying around, shooting blasts at each other, wielding weapons that are like the size of fucking buildings and shit. Like it was lit. I enjoyed it. I was like, holy fuck. Not to mention how many times we make the joke about Yang whenever she gets pissed off. We're like, oh shit, she's going Super Saiyan. Let's fucking go. So it was, we saw that, it was like, ah. Oh man, it was crazy.
It's funny because her hair's gold.
Yep, that
Or
is true,
blonde.
Dylan. Her hair is gold. Congratulations. You're not colorblind. I was a little worried there for a second, but you got it.
I'm not Michael. Okay.
Oh man.
I do have a purple cup here.
Yeah, but yeah, this season as a whole, I enjoyed it. A lot of people didn't. I enjoyed it. A lot of people were upset. Plot didn't move forward. I completely agree with Kelsey. I think a lot more of the universe got expanded to us that we didn't know and understand to begin with. We learned a lot of information about Ruby and her silver eyes. We learned a lot of, or we got to meet some new Grimm, which was fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Extremely broken Grimm, by the way. Those motherfuckers are powerful. Like, holy fuck, those things are powerful.
Oh, I can't wait to see these.
I totally called, because Dylan already said that he saw shit from this fight. I totally called fucking whenever whenever Blake and Adam were first fighting in the woods. I was like, Yang is literally gonna be driving up and see it, and she's gonna hit Adam with his motorcycle or with her motorcycle, and then it didn't happen. And I was like, fuck.
She did. Oh.
And then later on at the waterfall, they're fighting at the waterfall, and then Yang shows up from the top of the waterfall, and literally Adam looks up, and the fucking motorcycle comes flying, hits him right in the face, and knocks him off. I was like, yes, I called it. Wrong fight scene, but I fucking called it. I was so happy. I was like, yeah, yeah. Which then, whenever they started holding hands, I was like, I told you, dude, I'm shipping Bumblebee, and you know what? Her bike is called Bumblebee, and her bike is now in the water, so it is now transformed into a ship. Therefore, I ship Bumblebee. Boom.
Oh,
Right there.
good God.
Let's
Damn it,
go.
Chris. A bike doesn't.
There may have been one too many connections there.
Nope.
A sunken bike.
Nope. You don't know that. We never saw it again, Dylan. Just like we don't know necessarily if Adam's actually dead. We never saw him again. He just fell in the water.
Well, I hope so, because
I
hate
hope so
Adam.
too. Adam is easily
I'm
the
gonna
most
enjoy.
useless piece of fucking trash on that show.
I love his weapon,
Oh, his weapon's awesome. His weapon is
but
fucking
I hate
awesome.
him.
Yeah, I don't care for Adam at all. The moment that Blake
only
literally
good thing
DK
he's ever
slammed
done.
him with two hands and just knocked him out
What?
was like, no, Dylan, you've already seen that. I'm talking about an earlier season.
I know.
Whenever fucking Blake DK slammed him, at that point, like with how strong and shit he is, I was like, he's over. He's done. Like they would literally need to spend an entire season. I'm not saying a good thing against Blake. I think Blake's a badass, but they would have to spend an entire fucking season just on Adam for me to be like, okay, I kind of like Adam now. And then it's like he showed up and they had like these crazy fight scenes, but where they fucked up with me is that he had the fight scenes with Yang. Obviously, I want Yang to win, so I was not rooting for Adam's return. I was rooting for Adam to get his fucking shit back, and it was one of those things that was so great for me because I had been waiting for us to finally see Yang fight with her new style of fighting, with her not just being like an up close fucking brawler. She's like, I understand, you know, tactical fighting now and stuff like this. Like, you know, I'm gonna be a little bit more of like a strategic. Ty showed me not to just punch my way through things, but to learn how to get around them as well. And then as soon as fucking Blake was like, his sword stores up energy, and then he went to go hit her, and she just grabbed his sword with her hand and just started beating the fuck out of him with the other hand instead of hitting the sword, and he had nothing he could do. I was like, fuck yes, there it is. That's Yang. Get him. I was so happy. Oh, I was so happy. It was such a good fucking fight.
Oh, Yang deserves to beat Adam's ass.
Yeah, she does.
Fucking took her damn arm, dude. That upset me so much.
Yeah, she does. Oh man, I was so sad for her that entire time. Although that
But now she got a
that was such like a big episode for us. The episode where Yang and Ty are talking, and Ty like cracks the joke about the fact that she lost her arm and shit like that. Like, was it Tony? Yeah, Tony had said something about like Ty is a horrible father or something like that, and the comments lit him the fuck up. I could never say that, and the reason why is because Ty is voiced by Bernie, and I fucking love Bernie. So I mean, Bernie's like my fucking hero. So I couldn't say shit about Ty. I was just like, fucking, let's go, dude, best dad ever. He loves both of his daughters. Although that's like Tony's running gag is that he thinks Crow is Ruby's father because Ty has literally never shown an ounce of love to Ruby whatsoever. So, and that he's basically a shit father. He was all like, Yang's at home, obviously the older out of the two, but yet fucking he lets his little 16-year-old daughter just like run off all by herself to just get fucking captured and shit like that. And I was just like, oh man, that's crazy. And like, yeah, with the whole fact that like Ruby this, and he's just like fucking Crow's her dad. I don't. They've already come out and have said that that's not true. Fucking Tony's still fucking hardcore, is hanging on to that with every fucking thread he's got, but it's not true. But
No. They have
it's just not true.
they
I'm
have
sorry.
different mom, same father. Crow's the uncle. Crow's the uncle.
Who knows? Maybe that would be like some big surprise reveal. It's like, we fucking got you guys. I don't know. I don't see it. I mean, there is a lot of similarities, obviously. They got the fucking dark hair. Obviously, her mom had the dark hair. She looks just like her mom. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She looks exactly like her mother. But the whole fucking scythe wielders and shit like that and everything else. And, yeah, I mean, I could get where the similarities are, but I don't think it's there. I don't think it's there.
This is one of those things, I don't spend a lot of time speculating on shows like this because I know there's a ton of people that do, and there's a ton of fun those people have, but the people behind the scenes that are writing it genuinely want to come up with shit that will stump us. And so just a lot of time spinning wheels from my perspective. Like, I can come up with 10,000 things that just may never have happened and it may not be worth it. And the likelihood that I'm going to find the thing that's going to be like, oh, I caught it before you told us, is just so low that it's not worth it to me. But
yeah, I mean, I don't do
maybe
it.
that's just
I
me.
don't do it for that. In my opinion, what I like to do is just like look at theories and shit, just to kind of like pass the time until we get another RWBY series. That's
Okay,
pretty much
that
what I
makes sense.
personally do it for. I mean, I've never once been like, oh my god, I fucking called it, haha. Unless it's like with the whole fucking Team Bumblebee thing, because that's just to piss Tony off, because he is so upset because he thought fucking Sun and Blake was gonna be something. So I'm like, bro, I fucking called it from the beginning, dude. I think his exact words were, Chris must be dying or something, and has some Make-A-Wish Foundation shit going on with Rooster Teeth right now. I was like, maybe. Oh man.
See, I've been on Team Bumblebee since Blake left and the three girls were together, and she was talking to Winter in that room, and she was like, what if I need her here for me?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Well, what was actually,
I've been on Team Bumblebee since then.
What was actually fucking hilarious was like as we were watching that last episode of the last episode of the last volume 6 that just came out. Volume 6, right? Yeah, 6, not 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Volume 6, last episode, whenever they're flying away, and like Weiss is sitting there and she's talking to Blake and Yang. Blake and Yang both look at her. If you look, and this is something that I picked up on a long time ago, I just never said anything about it, but if you look, Blake's eyes are yellow and fucking Yang's eyes are purple. And it matches with their clothing and shit. And I was like, I literally was like, we were in the middle of talking, and I was like, you guys, go back to the second mark. And they go back to the second mark and everything. And I was like, look at this scene right here. This says everything you need to know. And they're like, it's just Blake and Yang. And I was like, but look at the eyes, though. Look at the eyes. They're meant for each other. Team Bumblebee. I'm so excited about it. I'm so fucking excited about it. So excited about it. I don't care for Jean at all. I don't care for fucking Sun. Fuck him too. He can get it. No, I don't care. Although I do like Sun because Michael Jones voices him. That's the only thing I like about Sun. Other than that,
I like Sun's weapons.
I think Jean's one of those really wonderful characters because he's not like the rest of them. He's distinctly different, and yet he's trying very hard. And over time, like, he's becoming a better and better and better leader and tactician. And it's wonderful to see him grow. And he's growing because his teammates believe in him. Like, that's what's doing this. And so I really like him as a character, and I like his presence in the show because it's a constant reminder that we are who we put ourselves around, and he's putting himself around these powerful people that believe in him, and he's rising to meet them. If he'd just been like, I can't do this, and like went home, he would be that guy for the rest of his life.
yeah. I mean, I kind of get it.
John because he's a badass. Fuck all that other shit. I like John because he's a badass. It's Crow, John, and then definitely Blake. They're my three favorites.
I mean, I get it. I'm not a fan. I
Right.
can't.
You hit him right, dead on, Chris. I cannot believe that earlier.
It's pretty
Oh my
easy, dude.
God.
Pretty easy. So, favorite enemy so far? If you had to pick an enemy.
Here, you go ahead with yours. Give me a second to think.
I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see if me and you have the same enemy. So, Dylan, who's your favorite enemy?
My favorite enemy?
Yeah. Out of the series. We've seen a lot. You got Salem and her whole crew. You've got Cinder, Kelsey. Looked like a light bulb lit up whenever I said Salem.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. I mean, Salem's really cool, and the more we learn about Salem, the cooler she gets. But ultimately, as far as like entertaining enemy, I really like Torchwick. Like, Torchwick is just fun,
Good lord.
and he's always entertaining me.
Yeah.
What in the hell? Why? What is wrong with my answer?
We were like,
what the fuck?
What's wrong with your answers? We were like 2 seconds away from being like fucking each other's spirit animal. We were just so fucking close, and I'm so let down now. I literally said Salem, and like your eyes went wide, and I was like, fucking right, dude. And then you're like, Torchwick. Fucking Get out of here. Dude's been dead for fucking ever. He's gone. Get over your dead character.
He was cool.
No,
he was cool.
Salem is the shit. I love her art design. Like, her fucking black veins and shit and pale white skin.
Oh.
She looks so fucking cool. And she's voiced
She's
by
amazing.
fucking the chick who voices Cortana. I know you don't play Halo, But that's one of the main characters in Halo. She's voiced by the chick that voices Cortana. Cortana is from Halo. Halo was a game that Rooster Teeth used to make a show called Red vs. Blue, which is what got them literally on the map in the first place. What a goddamn circle to connect. What a goddamn circle to connect. That is amazing. Oh, I love it. I fucking love it. That's my big thing now. I don't think Pierre's dead. A lot of people think Pierre's dead. I know Bree, she doesn't think that Pierre's dead because that's her favorite character. She wants Pierre to come back. I think she got transported to where Salem is, and she threw her ass in that fucking pool, and she's going to come out with skin looking just like Salem and shit, and she's going to be under Salem's control. We're going to see her whenever that fucking Salem finally goes to move against them.
That would be the worst.
That would be legit, though. That would be legit,
oh
though.
my god.
That's like my biggest fucking theory that I still have not let go of yet. Is that's what happened. And I can't tell you how many times just being on Darkstar alone where we went back and have like visited that scene, trying to get exactly every single clue and detail we could about what exactly happened to Pierre the moment the arrow pierced her. Because it looks like she just goes away like dust. But I'm like, what if she's just being teleported somewhere and it's just taking her like piece by piece? That would be legit.
By the way, to answer your question, Coop, Cinder.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did say something about you liking Cinder earlier. Cinder sucks, dude. I don't like her hairstyle anymore, man. Cinder was Bae. Well, she wasn't Bae. Yang's always been Bae. Yang is Bae for sure. But
I think Yang's Bae forever.
But fucking no, they're not. It's not allowed. Not allowed. Yang is my Bae, and because I love Kelsey, I'm okay with Kelsey having Yang as Bae as well. Joey.
All right, there we go.
Joey had to move on somewhere because we can only have one character behind us when we go to record for Darkstar. And we can't have the same character. So Joey had to get the fuck out of here, all right? Because I'm the Rooster Teeth fan out of the group. So he had to fuck off. So he's got Cinder behind him, all right? So Joey, if you're watching this, fuck you, dude. Yang is Bae right here, all right? Fuck off. Oh, man.
Yang's definitely not my best.
But yeah, Cinder, I liked her look way better in Season 1 and shit like that before she decided to fucking chop all her hair off. She looked better with long hair, in my opinion. I liked her a lot. I also love who voices her, too. Jessica Negri is fucking awesome. She's an amazing cosplayer. She's the shit. She's been on a lot
So I've got a
shit.
question.
Go ahead, hit me.
Because something that confused me was that the fiery eye, like, animation is how you know it's a maiden that's using her powers. But before they introduced the maiden, both Cinder did that. Like, she had that on her eyes in various, like, scenes, and so did Yang.
Yeah.
And so I really hated that was how they're like, this is how you can tell it's a maiden. I'm like, the shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Then
some
why has
people
it
with
been
like the
around?
fiery wrath and shit like that, they have that pop up. So, and I
Yeah.
understand. Yeah, I get you.
It
It's
just
probably
doesn't make
stuff
sense,
that as
and I wish
it's,
they'd explain it.
I think it's one thing where like because most of the stuff that you're talking about was like pre-maiden or pre-Cinder getting maiden powers. So I think back in that point, they never really thought about the fact that that would be a thing on how to realize that this was a maiden, and then it just became a thing. And now it's
and then
like,
they just kind of decided how to use the animation.
because I don't think Yang's does that anymore. Whenever she powers up, she just kind of gets pissy and her eyes go red.
Yes, they've changed it to her eyes going red, which I think is interesting because
like that a
watching the show, you can tell as they started trying out new animation styles and like just kind of practicing with them before they actually put them on people. Like in the dance scene during the like first or second season, all the like the people that aren't the main people, they all have like crazy hair and like really interesting hair animation going on, and then the main characters have super blocky hair still, and it seems like, oh yeah, we're trying this out and we're trying to see how this works before we put it on our main characters.
They started off with the background characters being nothing but black,
Which was awesome, and they make so many jokes to themselves for that. And I don't know if you guys have ever watched the RWBY Chibi series, but
I've seen a little bit of it, like clips.
it's actually really funny. They actually have a lot of really fucking funny episodes, but it was their way because they felt bad because a lot of kids were basically told they couldn't watch RWBY anymore after all the shit that happened in season 3, and they had to come out. They actually came out with like a little PSA and was like, just so you guys know, before shit goes down at the end of the season, like the show was never meant for kids. Like, we just want to make that clear. If your kids are watching this, you might want to watch the episode first and then decide whether or not you're okay with letting your kids watch this. This show was never meant for kids. And they found out, obviously, with, you know, the fucking analytics that you have, like a lot of kids were watching it. And so that's what RWBY Chibi was supposed to be. And it technically is, but some of the jokes are so fucking good. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite ones
I got-
so far is like fucking Weiss and Jean, and Jean's trying to ask her out, so he calls her, and like she keeps ignoring his phone call, and he's going to the voicemail, and he just gets more desperate and desperate as it goes. And then finally he gets to the point where he's just mad. He's like, you know what? You just don't do this to people. You know what? You are really the ice queen because your heart is as cold as ice. And then all of a sudden, like you see Weiss show up behind him. She's like, hey Jean, who you talking to? And he's like, what? Huh? Nobody. And he hangs up his phone. And then Blake walks up. She's like, hey, Weiss, you left your scroll on my bed, and it's been going off all day. And she's like, oh, I wonder who's calling me. And she goes to grab it, and he's like, no! And he grabs it, and he throws it on the ground, just stomps on it, and then she's like, what was that for? And he just runs away. It was so fucking funny. A lot of them are really fucking good. They're actually pretty fucking funny. And they're only like 5 minutes a piece or some shit, but they're really good.
I got a question for you too.
All right, go.
Favorite
Nope, lost
fight
interest.
scene?
Dick. Say it again, Dylan. I didn't hear you.
He's the favorite fight scene in RWBY. I already said mine is the fucking easily Yang and Blake at the waterfall with Adam.
Yeah.
That was fucking phenomenal. Like that fight was so fucking good. Oh my god, so good,
Kelsey.
so good.
God, all like my I really enjoyed the fight scenes with the students where they were in the arenas and they'd switch through, they'd cycle through and pick like
Oh,
the type
the
of arena, and the
festival?
arena would rise up.
Yeah, the festival.
Yeah.
Veil Festival.
The festival fights. I loved almost every single one of those fights. They were super cool. I love the one with Team Sun and Team God, it was all the women.
You know
It was the
that
only
was a
time we saw
fan
'em.
contest thing, right?
Yeah,
That was
I
awesome.
found that out later and I'm
Yeah,
like, this
that was
is
really cool.
amazing. Yeah, that was so cool.
That was really cool. Rooster Teeth is shit. They do a lot of stuff with their community. It's pretty awesome, honestly.
But I just love those fights because they were interesting, they were fun, they were beautiful, and loved it. Just loved it. What was your answer, Dylan?
Oh, I like
That lost
the
interest.
food fight.
You piece of shit. Dylan, say it again. I care.
The food fight
Oh yeah.
in the cafeteria.
Every
Good
time
answer.
I think about Nora, I always go back to the food fight. Like Nora she's amazing. I love Nora. You can't not
Oh,
like Nora. Nora is so fucking good. Although I
Nora's
do feel
great.
like if they're going to fucking kill off like one of the main team members, it's either going to be Nora or Rin. I think one of them are going to die to kind of split this whole love thing that's been going on between them, and just to make you feel deeper for one of them. I definitely think that somebody else from Team Juniper is going to die.
Ren can go.
I don't know.
Rin, excuse you.
I don't know if they
love
could.
Rin.
I don't,
No.
honestly don't know if they could. I mean, Monty Owen created the series. Unfortunately, he passed away. Rest in peace, Monty. And I mean, Ren was made off of him. Like Ren was his character in that show. I don't know if they could kill Ren. I don't. I think Ren might be safe at this point. I think they would have to kill Nora. I think Nora would die.
No. But
Which I could live with, honestly. I like Nora, but I don't love Nora. She gets annoying.
I love Nora. She's so good.
It's possible I feel that way because I'm similar to her.
I love Nora. She's so good.
But
She gets so fucking crazy and so hype. She's even worse in the fucking
I
Chibi
love
series, by the
Sloths.
way.
I
She
love
is.
oh really?
Oh my god.
I don't think that's how sloth sounds.
I mean, I kid you not. Like literally, it's like someone needs to come and just like inject her with liquid Ritalin. Like she is bouncing off the walls in the fucking Chibi shit.
Everyone, we gotta give Nora steroids. No, we don't need steroids. Adderall. Go, Nora, go.
Jesus. But yeah, Nora's shit. I like Nora. I can't believe that you hate Nora. That's crazy. You guys heard here,
I
folks.
do
Kelsey
not
hates Nora.
hate Nora.
That's gonna be the title of this podcast.
said it.
Kelsey hates Nora.
You said it.
I do not.
Kelsey
The
hates
Problem
Nora.
is, the person who's trying to convince people that I do has the editing power.
That's true. So I'm gonna go back and fucking edit it.
Oh, you're the worst.
See, right there, boom. She said worst. It's gonna be like, oh, Nora's the worst.
Ah!
I'm like, but Kelsey, she's so good in every scene, and it's gonna be you. Ah! Oh, Nora's the worst. Oh man, it's great. It's great. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, RWBY's a really good show. But I guess as we're getting a little bit closer, I do want to talk about your thoughts on Genlock. What did you think about Genlock? First off, if you haven't
Yes.
seen it, go watch it. It's up for free right now. First episode on Rooster Teeth's website. It's fucking amazing. Hashtag spoiler alert coming your way because we're definitely about to talk about Genlock. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's fucking phenomenal.
Is it on the YouTube
Huh?
page
No,
or
it's
on
not
the
on YouTube.
website?
They're not putting a lot of their stuff on YouTube anymore because YouTube has decided to go back and demonetize a lot of their older videos for just absolutely no reason. So they're just, why would do that when we could just release it on our own shit? So they're not going to get paid for putting it on YouTube. Why put it on YouTube, you know? I agree. So, and we're talking like videos. Like I watched the documentary, or not the documentary, but like the video where they talk about it and shit. They're talking about like videos from like fucking 10 years ago. YouTube's just like, yeah, this is demonetized. It's like fucking 10 years ago. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Okay, well, we're not going to go back and fight all these, so fuck it. So,
Well, people are still watching those, right?
yeah. But they're
Why?
getting
What was
demonetized.
YouTube's reason?
I don't I don't know how much that's like classified information as far as like what they can and can't say. So
Mm.
I don't remember them giving a specific reason why, but I don't know. It's good stuff. It's a lot of like their RT shorts and shit like that, which are fucking phenomenal. So good. Oh, I love so many of those fucking things. Oh my gosh. But anyways, your thoughts on Genlock. That's what we're gonna talk about.
My thoughts on Genlock. I called the ending of the first episode at the beginning of the first episode.
With him?
Yeah.
Dying comeback?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I called it completely different, by the way. I was like, he's in a jet.
Really? What'd you call?
I was like, he's in a jet. She's in the mech. She's going to be the one to die. And then he's going to have to pick up her mantle and then try to, like, fucking rescue some people in the mech. And they're going to see that he has some skills in the mech and want him to transform it or transfer over to the mech. I thought that's what was going to happen. I for sure thought it was going to be her dying.
See, Chris, just give a thumbs up when you're done talking.
Oh, I didn't know that you were waiting
Oh,
for
okay.
no spoilers. But yeah, we'll wrap this up pretty quick. So that's what I thought it was. Did you? So I'm not going to exactly say this part because I don't know if you actually did the amount of research I did in the ending scene. But do you actually know like what happened to him?
No,
Okay, so
I don't.
if you don't want that spoiled for you,
No,
don't
tell me.
Okay. So if you actually watch the ending scene where it shows him at the very end, like they're doing the whole opening like they always do, but they do at the end of the first episode like always, just to kind of like not show you any
Yeah.
spoilers. If you pause the frame the whole time as it's going through him, it actually shows for a micro half second of him being hooked up to a whole bunch of tubes and his face is all fucked up and all kinds of stuff like that, and he's like on life support. So that's why he showed up as a fucking hologram.
So he is still alive.
He is still alive,
somewhere.
but he is fucked up. Like, it literally shows like a whole bunch of tubes and shit. I'll even fucking send it to you personally in Discord because I actually freeze framed it, took a picture, and but yeah. So I mean, I don't know about you. I'm a huge Michael B. Jordan fan. I didn't want anything to happen to him. I fucking love Michael B. Jordan. He's so fucking great. But all right. Dylan, you want to go ahead and give him a thumbs up because he can't see me?
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. Okay, we're technically not talking about spoilers. We're just talking about the mechs we like, which you obviously could see from the thing. They're not actually in the show, so you're good. You only see like Michael B. Jordan's like main mech. They want to like kind of like save it for you. Out of the mechs so far in that opening scene, as far as like the opening anime scene, like every anime has, the chick with the sniper looks fucking badass. She looks so fucking
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
It's gonna be a toss up between her and the golden mech for sure for me on and Michael B. Jordan. I mean, I love Michael B. Jordan, so I'm hoping like his mech blows me away. But right now, that fucking chick with the sniper looks so fucking cool. Oh my god, she looks so cool. We'll have to wait and see on that one for sure.
I'm excited to see how the tech works and how they make the tech work. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
They power it with juju.
All right, I guess that's
It
one way
works.
to look at it. Yeah. I mean,
I
Why not?
mean, they could power it with mojo, and then they just travel through time collecting all awesome powers they can, and just harvesting their mojo.
it's like I told you, it was like a fucking fraction of a second.
hmm
And you see that, and we were like, "Oh fuck!" I mean, you could see like his eyes and shit like that. Like it was like, "Holy shit!" So yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it is such a good anime. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see where it goes, and it's actually funny because I don't like, and you've been part of the podcast where I've said this. I don't like mech animes. I do not like mech
Yeah,
animes.
that's why I was surprised you were watching
So
it.
I'm giving it a watch because it's Rooster Teeth. They haven't let me down yet. I'm hoping they continue that streak of not letting me down. So, and they got Michael B. Jordan, Macy Williams. Like, they got a lot of heavy hitters in here. And, like, Dakota Fanning in here, too.
Yeah,
A lot of heavy hitters in here, man. Oh my god, I'm excited for that. I am excited for that. I'm excited to see Macy Williams' character.
me too. We haven't seen her yet, but or we haven't. She hasn't spoken on screen yet.
Yeah,
So
we got to see her in the little fucking the opening scene. The little
yeah,
rabbit fucking mech. That thing looks weird as shit. She's just
it
skating around all
does.
over the place. Oh man, I'm excited. It should be really really good. I'm really excited for that. Good lord. Well, I guess to do like a traditional fashion, if someone as it stands right now, Dylan, since obviously you've had a lot of stuff ruined for you before this podcast and possibly during this podcast, as it stands, no one has
Sorry.
died out of Team RWBY or Team Juniper. No one has died this entire season that you have not watched yet. So going into Volume 7, if someone dies, who do you guys think it's going to be? If a big death has to happen, by big death it has to be Team RWBY, Team Juniper, or the direct supporting cast around them, which means Crow or Oscar, the old lady, which Dylan, you don't know who the old lady is, but Kelsey, you do.
I do know who Oscar is, so I like Oscar.
A lot of people think that's going to be the new ship, Ruby and Oscar.
What?
They've been hinting at it.
Yep.
They hinted at it before this season.
And then Tony's direct words were, that's going to be weird on how their relationship's supposed to happen whenever Ospen is inside Oscar. I was like, what's going to be even weird is whenever Oscar is inside, or Ospen, wait, and when Oscar is inside of RWBY and Ospen is inside of Oscar. Got him!
Well, I mean, there is going to be a conversation around if Oscar's interested in RWBY, if Ozpin will let Oscar have that relationship.
You think that he would? Why would he stop it? I guess
For reasons that are in the 6th season that I'm not going to ruin for him.
Got you. Fair enough.
Thank you, Kelsey. Anyway,
See?
if I had
Look,
to pick someone,
I have
think if-
years of stuff to ruin Dylan on. There's been plenty of times where Dylan's like, yo, Cooper, you seen this movie? No, and then he just fucking tells me the ending anyway. I have years of shit to ruin stuff for Dylan. He's done it for video games. He's done it for movies. I'm pretty sure he's even done it for TV shows. Years. So I have no sympathy for this motherfucker.
I've never done it. I've never done it for TV shows because we don't watch the same.
Maybe.
TV shows,
Maybe not
so.
TV shows. I don't know. I felt like you ruined something for me for Arrow, but I could be wrong about that. I feel like that was you. Someone ruined something for me for Arrow, and I was pretty upset about it.
We never talked about Arrow.
Okay, well.
But you were trying to say something, Dylan. What was it?
I will say I'm sorry for interrupting you, but at the same time, you're a dick. All right, go ahead.
If you want to ruin it for me, Chris, go for it.
No,
I'm
100% right now. I'm not even 100% sure I understand exactly what it is that she's talking about. So I think I have an idea, but I'm not 100% sure. But we can talk about that.
My thing is, if stuff gets ruined for me, I'd rather it not. But if it does, I don't care because I'll still watch it.
We'll see. But anyways,
but
death.
If I had to choose someone to die, I think they would probably go for the most like Tug and possibly pull from Team RWBY.
Really?
And it might.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think it might be Weiss.
Wow, that's a huge claim. I honestly, I personally feel comfortable saying that I don't think anybody on Team RWBY would die at all throughout the entire season or series.
Probably
not.
I
will say if I had to pick a chance where they would die, it would probably be the first time Salem attacked. Because right now I feel like they're in a comfortable spot of like they feel with the information they got that there's no way to stop Salem, but they still are all like, well, we're Team RWBY, we can do anything. And then like as we saw at the end of that, Salem's getting fucking ready to storm fucking the world. And if that happens, if she kills somebody on Team RWBY, I think that would be a great way for them to show Salem assert her dominance for sure and really put Team RWBY in like a reality check. I would hate to see that happen because I don't want to see one of them go. But unfortunately, I disagree with you on Weiss. I think if someone had to die on Team RWBY, I think it would be Blake. I think I would see Blake go because Adam's dead.
Most likely.
Somewhat, maybe. Adam's dead. Son, nowhere to be found. He's just gone. And the White Fang Faunus thing is pretty much closed at this point. They pretty much have closed that entire chapter of the series. Like we pretty much know everything there is to know about that. There's really nothing left for Blake besides Yang.
If they did have to kill Team RWBY, it would be Blake.
And I don't see Yang dying, so I don't see RWBY dying, and I really don't see why he's dying, but she would definitely be the next person. If Blake died, she would be the next person to go, in my opinion. I don't think Ruby and Yang are gonna die.
Or either that, or like you said earlier, Crow.
Yeah.
I do think it's coming close. Crow's probably gonna have a death because they have to give like Ruby's like a full on like incentive to like grow the fuck up.
Who, Ruby?
Yeah.
You need to watch this new season. That's all I gotta say. You need to watch this. There's a lot. A lot of people disagree with me on this. I think that there was actually a lot of character building for Ruby in this season.
Really?
I don't think there was enough to make it like
She-
plot wise, but
yeah.
I definitely think that I think we're actually seeing the reason why Osmond picked her as leader of Team Ruby, for sure.
Well, excuse me for not knowing. I haven't seen the
No,
new season
you're good.
yet, but
You're good.
from what
No, you're
I
good.
know-
That's what I'm saying. You need to
what
watch
I
it because
know,
you would see.
Ruby, yeah, from what I know, Ruby is still kind of immature and childish.
I mean, she's always gonna
I
have
think-
that like. I don't necessarily see it as immature and childish. I see it more of like innocent. She's still gonna have like that innocent personality because that's just Ruby.
Oh,
Like that's
yeah.
just her character.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But she like
Yeah, I'm
whenever
talking
shit
about,
hits the
like-
fan and someone needs to be like, look, this is what we need to fucking do. She's definitely been like, look, this is what we need
Yeah.
to fucking do. So, which has been pretty fucking awesome to watch. So,
I also like her semblance too. She's super fucking fast.
yeah. That was also a big conversation
cool
that we
to
had
watch
about
that.
that. Was
It's
Did we
cool to
ever
watch her
find-
semblance come out.
yeah,
more.
for sure,
Did we-
100%.
Did we ever find out what the fuck was with the whole time stoppage bullshit?
That's her silver S. That's what that power is. Her silver S. She can stop time with it.
Oh, okay.
Briefly. It's not really stop time. It's
Okay.
more like she just kind of like freezes like the biggest
And
room vicinity
do
in
we
her vicinity.
know any more about John's semblance, or is it
Yes.
just like
Well, you should have seen that already. His semblance,
Yeah.
probably?
he can use his semblance in two ways. He can heal, or he can use his semblance to buff
yeah.
up someone else's semblance.
Yeah, I'm talking about like has any more of it developed, or is it just that?
I mean, he's a little bit easier being able to use it now. He kind of understands it a little bit more.
Yeah,
But that's about it.
Oh.
I mean,
he's
I don't
learning
really
how
see
to
anything.
use it, and he's learning how to use it in battle, which is
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, like they basically have to like
He
stealth
must-
themselves, and he's able to like fucking stealth.
Yeah.
Or he's able to pump up Rin's power to stealth the entire ship. That was pretty cool.
All John needs is to go to Team 4-Star and ask Piccolo to train him. He will dodge like a
Learn
champ.
how to dodge. Yeah, dodge. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Good reference. Kelsey's not gonna get it, but good reference. I'm here for it.
Nope, not a clue what you're talking about.
Fucking phenomenal.
Sorry, Chris. I've been rewatching it while I'm at work.
Well,
so
fucking
I'm on, like,
good on you, dude.
episode
Because
2.
goddamn, man, reacting to that shit once a week took forever to get through fucking 60-something episodes. Let me tell you.
there's 70 now.
And now that we've started, yeah, I know we will literally watch them as they come out. And now that we've started Dragon Ball Super, we're reacting for Dragon Ball Super on Darkstar, and there's 131 episodes. That means 131 weeks. Fuck. I mean, I already watched it, so it's fine.
Wait, hold
but
on.
the thing
They
that
have
sucks.
original Super already?
No, we're watching the
Oh, you're
actual
talking
anime.
about it. Okay.
Yeah, and because Tony hasn't seen it, so like I am so ready for him to get to episode 131 and see that fucking badass fucking fight. And it's gonna take forever. What was the last thing we just watched? We're on the resurrection. We're on Resurrection F right now. Frieza was
Oh, y'all
just
still got a
fucking like
minute to
filling
go.
Gohan with holes. It's so funny to watch that with Tony because Tony hates Gohan. Tony absolutely hates Gohan. So Gohan's like, everybody step back. I'm the only one that can fight Frieza. And Tony's like freaking out like, how? You haven't trained in fucking forever. You gave up fighting. How are you the only person that can face Frieza? You're garbage. You go die, Gohan. Go die. And I'm like, Gohan, go home. I love that shit, dude. Oh my god.
Tony needs to back the fuck up off my boy.
Dude, Gohan sucks.
Dude, you haven't seen anything yet.
What are you talking about? I've watched all of Super. I just told you that. I watched Super. Tony hasn't seen Super. I've
No.
seen Super from episode 1 to 131.
How
Gohan
do you
sucks.
how do you still think Gohan sucks? He kicked ass in the big Universal Tournament of Power thing.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot that Gohan was in the last competitor round whenever everybody was left alive and they had to save the Earth from blowing up. I forgot that it was Goku, Frieza, 17, Jiren, and Gohan. Oh, wait, that's right. Gohan was already knocked out of the tournament by then, Dylan, because he fucking sucks. He wasn't there. You son of a bitch. Tell me Gohan's good. Gohan reached his peak at fucking Cell. Whenever he was teen Gohan and he went Super Saiyan 2 and did the father and son Kamehameha wave, that was his peak. Right there, the show writers were supposed to make it to where Goku dies and doesn't come back, and Gohan was going to carry the fucking series. And when the fans found out about it, they threw a goddamn fit and wanted Goku back. So they brought Goku back, and Goku's continued his fit. And I agree with that.
That's why Gohan became shit.
No. Gohan didn't have to suffer, though. Gohan still could have been a competitor. I think it would have fucked up the dynamic between Goku and Vegeta, so Vegeta still would have had to been above Gohan. But Gohan, they just need to go back and erase Saiyaman. Erase Saiyaman, because that was the dumbest piece of shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. That was retarded.
That was the
get rid of
Saiyaman
Saiyaman, and
Sandman was the worst.
And get over this whole like, oh, my mom always told me that I needed to fucking study and be the smart person versus fighting like my dad and being this brute. So I'm just gonna fucking stop fighting and fucking study and be a fucking book nerd. Get rid of that shit too. Get rid of both of those. Let Gohan stay like Mystic Gohan form, like how Buffy was there, and then we're good to go. Gohan be the solid number 3, dude. Solid number 3. But who do we have to look at now, Dylan? Vegeta's out of the picture, and Goku's out of the picture. No, 17 will come until the end of the series. Let's look at Resurrection F. Goku, Vegeta out of the picture. Let's say they couldn't make it back to Earth. Frieza's just going to win? I mean, I'm okay with that because I love Frieza, but Frieza's just going to win? Who's going to step up? Krillin? No.
Piccolo there. He might hold off for a little bit.
Don't talk to me about Piccolo. I'm so mad about that, dude. I am so mad about that. I love Piccolo to death. And they literally gave him so many chances to be a badass and chose to literally fuck all of them over. Whenever how does that make sense, Dylan? How does this make sense? How does he fight in a tournament and lose to someone who cheated? And the Vegeta notices it whenever Goku goes to fight the same guy, and then Goku loses to him because he cheated. And the Vegeta notices it and then shows them exactly how he cheated, and they let Goku come back, but they didn't let Piccolo. How the fuck does that make sense? The one time Piccolo got a chance to be a badass and step up in Super, and they're like, oh, he cheated and took out Piccolo. Oh, he cheated and took out Goku. Vegeta showed us how he's cheating. Well, quick, we got to let Goku come back in a tournament because he got cheated out of it.
They're still on their Goku hard on because that's what all the fans care about.
It doesn't matter. Actually, a lot of people were upset about that. I'm far from the only person.
Oh, really?
That was the one point where it was like Piccolo was like, oh, we get to see our fucking man Piccolo come back in the stage. It's like he got fucked.
Piccolo's a fucking beast.
Piccolo is a beast.
I did not.
What people forget.
That was shady ass fucking shit.
See,
that one dude was way worse than fucking Frieza.
Oh, for sure. Frieza was shit on him. Well, Frieza did shit on him. He fucking helped kill him in the fucking Tournament of Power. He was a shitty. He was Frieza but shittier. That's all there was to that. He shit on him.
I'm sorry. Frieza's such a badass.
Frieza's amazing. I love Frieza.
Wrapped up. Got a dude held by the throat with his tail and just beating on him like a damn punchback.
That shit was so fucking cool. I love Frieza, dude.
He's laughing the whole fucking time. It's like, I just like, oh my god, Frieza, I love you. Most favorite villain, Dragon Ball Z villain of all time.
For sure, he's a shit.
Is like,
absolutely.
He is. Well, I wouldn't say the most favorite.
All right, I already don't care about what you're saying anymore. Yep, I don't care about what you're saying anymore. You automatically just fucked up with saying that Frieza's not your favorite. Get out of here. Don't care. Fuck you.
I have 2 favorites.
Who's number 1? That's all I need to know. Who's number 1?
Frieza, but
motherfucker, you. Oh, dude. Doing this channel with you is just not good for my heart, dude. Like, I just want to be able to knock you the fuck out through my goddamn computer screen sometimes. You literally just said, oh, but not Frieza, though. And then I was like, okay, well, then I don't give a fuck about what you had to say. And like, well, I have 2. Okay, who's number 1? Frieza. Motherfucker, Dylan. Motherfucker.
I love fucking with you. No, my first favorite is Broly.
Dude, Broly sucks. That's why he got recanoned. Broly sucks. And they recanted him and probably still fucked him up. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet, but I have not heard good things. I don't know who the fuck you're talking to. The movie was phenomenal. I heard there were problems. I was talking to Mike, and Mike said there were problems. And me and Mike agree on a lot of shit, so I have to agree with his opinion until I see the movie. Anyways, so what was that last thing I was going to say? I was going to say something. I can't remember what it was. God damn it, Dylan. See, you fucking frustrated me to the point where I like blacked out. I can't remember what the fuck I was talking about. We was talking about Frieza being cool, Gohan sucking because that's your favorite character, so he sucks. Gohan sucking.
Piccolo getting cheated.
Piccolo getting cheated. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. People forget all the time that Piccolo is the strongest character in the fucking TV series. And when I say this, a lot of people go, "Well, Chris, that's not true. How's Piccolo the strongest character in the TV series?" Has Vegeta blown up planets? Sure, Vegeta's a planet buster. Has Goku blown up planets? No, but is he a planet buster? Absolutely. He'd shit on Vegeta any day. Beerus, planet buster. Frieza, planet buster. Almost everybody's planet buster. But they have to use crazy moves to do it. In the original Dragon Ball Z series, Piccolo blew up the moon with a single
With a regular ki
Kai
blast.
blast. With a single fucking Kai blast. And that was the day everybody was like, okay, so Dragon Ball Z does not give a fuck about power levels whatsoever in this show. This dude literally just said, huh! And the moon was gone. That was it. Done. Moon's gone. Just gone.
There was no debris or nothing.
Just incinerated. The entire thing. One
Not
ki
to
blast.
mention, Piccolo is the realest motherfucker on there. He can fucking spawn clothes with his fingers.
Oh yeah, dude, that's my favorite part about the abridged series when they make fun. Kelsey, I wish I could explain it to you. I
Did
really
you
wish
say
I could.
clothes?
Yes,
like,
clothes.
Poof, cloth.
Like basically,
Clothes,
one of the
dude.
biggest running jokes in it is that Gohan is Goku's son, and Goku's this big fighter. Well, because he wants to constantly fight and train on all these other planets to get stronger, he's never around to take care of his kid. So Piccolo takes it under his own wing to train Gohan to be a fighter. And so, like, during it, there's this race called Saiyans, and Gohan's one of them, so is Goku. But basically, when they see the full moon, they have a monkey tail, they turn into a gigantic ape. And they just start going on a fucking rampage.
Called the Ozu.
I can't remember how to say
So
it either.
this is kind of like werewolves, but kind of not.
Kind of not. Like, they're huge. And so, like, Piccolo
yeah,
almost
they're like-
dying to Gohan because Gohan doesn't know what the fuck he's doing in his ape form. Cuts off the tail, and then in order for it to never happen again, just fucking one hand blows up the moon. But but he wakes up naked because he ripped out of his clothes, obviously, and Gohan's like this little kid. So Piccolo literally just fucking holds his hand out and shoots his beam at Gohan, and it just puts him in like a fucking total like battle gi that fucking Piccolo custom designed and shit. So in the abridged series, which I showed you a little bit of like the Cell versus,
Well, actually,
where they make fun of shit, that's what they call it. Every time he does, he's like clothes beam, and it's fucking hilarious.
clothes beam. That is seriously my most meta power. I was like, oh my god, Piccolo.
It's so good.
I think it's meta. He says, ain't it meta? Or
I
is it
don't know.
something else?
Bro, I watched all those episodes once. I don't know. Unless it was a really
I'm
good
on,
one.
like,
The one where Goku goes to Snake Lane, where I laughed so loud during our reaction, I literally went up to an octave I don't think I've ever hit before in my life. It was fucking hilarious. And then Cell. First form Cell was so goddamn funny. My favorite part of that was when he's fighting 16, and 16's holding him down. And he's grabbing Cell by his tail, and he's about to rip it off. And Cell goes, wait. Before you do that, just think. Should I actually rip off his tail? The answer might surprise you. And then 16 rips it off anyway, and he's just like, ah! Like a real high-pitched screech. I could not stop laughing. That shit was so good. I just like how I saw, like, wait. Do you really want to rip off his tail? The answer might surprise you. And then when he puts him in the hole, and Cell's like, where the fuck am I? I can't see anything. And then 16 powers up those arm beams, and then Cell's like, wait, I see a light. And 16's like, good, walk to it. And it just blasts his ass in the face. I was like, oh my god. That episode was so good, dude.
I have to say, Frieza is really awesome. Like, the core show, he's probably the best villain. But abridged-wise, Cell was just so much
They
more
went on with Cell,
funny.
dude.
Yeah, they were so
God
much more,
damn,
like,
dude. They put so much work into Cell. It was ridiculous.
it's
Although,
hilarious.
fucking Super Saiyan
Him singing
2,
the Mr.
Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan,
Sandman song.
that was the best.
Sandman.
Yeah, that was good too. But that was once again, that's first form Cell. I'm talking about Perfect Cell. They put so much work into Perfect Cell. It was ridiculous,
Yeah.
dude. It was fucking crazy how much work they put in that guy. But the
Have
fucking
Have you seen the Team 4-star random appearances? of
yeah,
the-
Cell versus.
the
That's what I was just
Cell
talking about with Kelsey. Yeah, I showed her the
Yeah.
Pokemon one, which was fucking phenomenal. It was so good.
Very
Going.
funny.
Oh, goddamn duel monsters.
Yeah, exactly. That was, my favorite part's when Mewtwo shows up at the end and fucking Cell just looks up. He's like, "Was that fucking Frieza?" Like that was just so good. But the fucking Super Saiyan 2 Gohan scene in fucking Abridged, where he fucking hits Cell so hard, he fucking throws 18 up. and 18 is his chick android, Kelsey. He hits him so hard in the stomach, he throws 18 up because Cell is like this imperfect android. He has to eat the other androids before him in order to get his perfect form. And they're considered his family because it's 17, 18, 19, 20, da-da-da-da-da, and I think he's like number 20 or considered number 20. Anyways, so he has to eat 17, 18 to get to his perfect form. So he eats them, and Gohan is so strong, he punches him in the stomach, and he throws 18 up, and literally Gohan looks at it, and looks up at him. This is the abridged version, by the way, so it's supposed to be funny. Gohan looks at it, looks up at him, and looks back at it, and looks at Cell again, and Cell just looks at him, and he's like got like fucking saliva and shit running down his mouth. He just threw the fuck up, and Gohan goes, "It's a girl, Mazel Tov." I was like, that was fucking phenomenal. It's a girl, Mazel Tov. Because like Gohan is like this like really like just quiet kid in the abridged like, but whenever he gets mad, it's like he's psychotic. They actually show him go like Super Saiyan 2, and then like it's like a step past psychotic. Like he is just, it is so scary, and he is just like, it's like he has no emotions or anything, and so like it was a hilarious thing. But there was no sarcasm behind it for him. Like in his head, he thought it was a joke, but the way it was delivered was not. Like he's just like that, just far gone. And it's actually funny because they're actually hinting at the series, because in the actual series it says the higher up in level they go as Super Saiyan, the more primitive they become. They just don't know it. So the more they're actually violent and shit like that. Because Goku is like the most carefree. Like he's the guy.
Super Saiyan 3, he is stone
This is
cold,
the
like,
best
oh my
way
God.
to relate it to you. If Goku was in the Marvel Universe, not only would he try to meet Thanos in person, he would help Thanos get the gauntlet, find all the Infinity Stones, so that way he could level up to his highest form and then fight Thanos. That's the kind of guy Goku is. He wants it to be a fair fight, and he just thinks he's stronger than everybody else. So, like I said, for him to
Oh my
like
God.
whenever he levels up so high, he's that fucking primitive. It's fucking yeah. It's just, oh my God, it's so crazy. Like Super Saiyan level 4 back at GT, even though it's not canon, Super Saiyan level 4 Goku, he was a dick, dude. He was straight up like,
Oh,
he was a
God.
dick. It's good stuff.
And it was funny because Vegeta, when he hit Super Saiyan 4, he was a dick too. But when they fused together, they quit being a dick. They were like a child. I didn't understand that.
Dude, fucking GT was trash. That's why it's not canon anymore. They literally made it goes Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, and fans hated GT so much that the actual creators came out and said, "We're just gonna let GT didn't happen. If you guys can forget that it happened, we can forget that it happened, and we'll make Dragon Ball Super, and it will start off where Dragon Ball 3 ended, or Dragon Ball Z ended, and GT just didn't happen." And that's exactly how we went on.
The only thing about
GT just
GT
didn't
that
happen.
anyone liked was Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah, Super Saiyan
Everything
4 was in
else,
GT. We've literally never seen them go Super Saiyan 4 again. Because it's not canon. Never happened.
Yeah.
They fused into Gogeta. That was the first time they actually fused into Gogeta, right? Or no.
Yep.
No, they fused into Gogeta
No,
before,
no,
right?
no. Yeah, but the movies aren't canon.
Oh, yeah, the moves are. But that's what I'm saying. Did they only fuse using the Patori earrings in Z? They never did the extra fusion chance?
No, they
Guys,
didn't-
this sounds
they didn't-
so insane from somebody who
is.
has no idea what you're
You gotta
talking
think about
about.
it. Z alone,
Like,
Dragon Ball Z alone
get
is
some earrings.
364 episodes, I believe. So good.
And I used to own every disc of it on Blu-ray.
I had the VHS whenever I was a kid because they actually
Oh,
the
yeah.
spines of them made portraits of the
Oh, really?
arc or the arc you were in. Yeah, so like the fucking Saiyan arc, it was like Goku and Vegeta and fighting and shit, and fucking Nappa in the background and all that. Dude, Ghost Nappa is easily the best thing that ever happened to a bridge, dude. That's so fucking good.
Ghost Nappa.
Like literally the entire
Vegeta.
series.
Vegeta.
The beginning series is just based off of like Vegeta and Nappa just being these Saiyans come to Earth, just fuck shit up. And then like in this show, Vegeta kills Nappa just because he's a heartless fucker. He also does the same thing in Abridged, but they just decided to keep him around. So they actually have like a little Photoshop version of Nappa that they've made into like a little ghost, and he just comes around to fuck with Vegeta in his head. They did it in the not a thing that happens in the show whatsoever at all. But it's just something that the people who do the Abridged. So it's funny, like he's literally like barely escaping away with his life, going back to his home planet, and then all of a sudden like he's in his pod, and all of a sudden you hear Vegeta, Vegeta, and then he's like, the fuck? And then all of a sudden it just shows like this ghost Photoshop version of Nappa. He's like, Vegeta! And then it like ends and they do the Ghostbuster song, except it's Nappa singing. And it's just,
It's Vegeta,
yeah,
Vegeta.
yeah, he just, Vegeta. Like he's just like all about Dragon. It's fucking hilarious. It's so good. I know you don't know what we're talking about, but it's fucking
Also-
hilarious. It's so good.
Also,
Not
I
a
want to
clue.
give you a good description about how Gohan's insanity.
Gohan sucks. I already did that. He's trash.
They're on Namek. They're
They suck.
watching
Yeah, she
the
knows what
bad guy
Namek is.
kill people. Yeah, and they're watching bad guys kill people. Krillin, this is in the bridge. Krillin's trying to calm Gohan down because here Krillin's a fucking pussy.
Jesus Christ.
He's like
Krillin sucks,
pretending
but
to be a
Gohan's okay.
space-
Okay.
Fucking, he's over there trying to pretend to be a damn space duck so the bad guys don't come over there. He tells Gohan, calm, just think of the river. All you hear is Gohan's like, fuck that fucking river. It's just like,
It's good stuff.
damn, Gohan, fucking psychopath. Watch. I don't know. Should she watch the abridged first?
She's not gonna watch it. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that bubble for you now. She is literally not gonna watch it. It's not gonna happen. She's not gonna watch Dragon Ball. She's not gonna watch Dragon Ball Z. She's not gonna watch Super. She's not gonna watch GT. She's not gonna watch Super. It's just not gonna happen. I'm just telling. I'm gonna burst that bubble for you now. I'm still literally doing everything I can just to get her to watch My Hero Academia. She's definitely not gonna watch Dragon Ball Z, dude. I'm sorry. I'm gonna burst that bubble for you now. It's not happening, dude. It's not happening.
It's just,
The fact that I got her to watch the Cell versus series, I was fucking surprised. That one went, and it's only because it was Cell versus Pokemon. If Pokemon was a part of it, I don't think she would have went for it.
well, we know it's not because she hates anime, because Pokemon's an anime.
I know she doesn't hate anime. She likes anime. I never said that.
Yes.
A lot of people don't like Dragon Ball Z, dude. A lot of people. And I don't mean to also bring this into it, but a lot of females definitely do not like Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z's fan base is like pretty close. I want to say like 85% male. I'm pretty sure like that's the last time I looked it up. It's like 85% male. A lot of females did not like Dragon Ball Z.
Is there a reason for that? And it's okay if we can't talk about this. I'm just
No,
curious.
well, honestly, I think, and I mean, this is just gonna sound what it's gonna sound like. I think that guys overall are easily entertained than women are. I think that you guys are just a little bit smarter whenever it comes to wanting like a good fucking story. I mean, I don't know how else to say it without us sounding dumb, but I mean, the perfect example is whenever we could sit there and watch Dragon Ball Z, and like 85% of it is just them screaming for like 3 episodes trying to power up to a new level. It's just not that entertaining to you guys, but to us, we're watching their muscles get ripped and how much damage they're doing to everything and fucking shit up. And we're like, fuck yeah, let's get it.
Destroy the Earth.
Yeah,
Destroy that little rock.
I guess that's the best way. There's really not a plot. There's really not a plot to Dragon Ball Z. It is your classic Goku's the strongest being out there. These bad guys want to fight the strongest being out there and fucking take over the world. Goku either fights them and they leave because he's a good guy and spares them, or they end up dying on accident somehow, or Goku ends up dying, and then it's, oh my god, what is the rest of the team going to do until Goku fucking magically gets resurrected with the Dragon Balls again? That's literally the plot. That is from start to A to B. That is literally the plot.
Never mind. 10 days, Namek can wish anyone back as many times.
Yeah. So, like I said,
I was about to say it's garbage because the only one, but I forgot those were gone and destroyed. 10 days, Dragon can do more.
Dylan, you got to remember, Kelsey doesn't know what you're talking about.
Well,
Not
You
a
don't have
damn
to go
clue.
that far into the explanation. She has no idea what you're talking about. Not even close.
I'm still lost on somebody needed some earrings to do something. Like I'm still back there.
Jesus.
they needed earrings
To
to
fuse.
fuse into one.
Basically, you take the strongest person and the second strongest person, and they needed to be stronger, and the only way to do that was for them to fuse their power levels together. So they took the earrings, one put it on one ear and one put it on the other, and it fused them into one body, and it only works for an hour, so they had an hour with all that combined power together. They went from being Goku and Vegeta to Vegeto, and fuck shit up for an hour.
You guys talk about them both like they're ape people, apparently, ape werewolf things, as well as like mechs.
Well, not mechs, but the whole ape thing is literally just because of their Saiyan bloodline, and that's only if they still have their tail. Like, if they end up taking their tail off, it never happens again. Like, Goku got his tail removed,
And
Gohan got his tail removed, Vegeta got his tail removed.
And once a Saiyan hits a certain age, they cannot grow their tail back.
Yeah, once they get
grow
old
it
enough, they
multiple
can't.
times as
Yeah.
children.
As children, it grows back a couple
But-
times, that's true. So, the ape thing really
So
doesn't
they
come into
kind
play
of gecko
anymore.
for a little while.
Yeah, the ape thing doesn't really come into play anymore. That was like a long time ago. Now it's just more about basically it is your classic old school anime of, oh my god, a new enemy showed up and it's the strongest thing they've ever seen. What will happen in order for Goku to outpower this enemy? And then somehow Goku always finds a new form. First it was Goku, and he barely almost beat Vegeta, and then he was about to lose a Vegeta, and then he learned the Kaioken transformation, transformation, and then he learned how to go from Kaioken times 1 to Kaioken times 10, and then they got rid of that. Then he used Kaioken times 10 against Frieza, because Frieza's the new guy. Oh no, Frieza's too strong. Goku goes Super Saiyan for the first time and was able to beat Frieza, and then now he's got to fight Cell. Super Saiyan doesn't cut it anymore. Now he's Super Saiyan 2. Now he's got to fight Boo. Super Saiyan 2 doesn't cut it anymore. Super Saiyan 3. Like that is literally, I mean, that's the story. That is literally the story. I just explained to you the 3 major arcs in the story from start to finish. It's always about how will Goku overcome this.
Yeah, Dylan, as much as I'd love to just like prove Chris wrong, I don't think I'm going to watch this.
You wouldn't. You literally wouldn't.
Yeah, I honestly don't think you would like it. Like,
There's
being
no
dead
way.
on it.
There's physically no way.
Yeah, then I'm not bothering.
They would literally have to cut if they took Dragon Ball Z Kai, which is where someone went back, redid the episodes, and took out all the fucking screaming of powering up. Like literally, when they go to power up, it's like half the episode of just Goku going like just powering up. It's literally like half the episode. Someone went back and took like all that out, and it literally goes from that to like I'm going Super Saiyan 3, and then Super Saiyan 3, like just like that, boom. Even with taking all that out, they would still have to cut it in half, and then maybe I could sell it to Kelsey, because it would be like a total of like 3 hours worth for the entire anime. Maybe then I could sell it to Kelsey, but I couldn't even sell Kelsey Kai. It just physically wouldn't happen. It's not possible, dude. I'm sorry. It took forever just for me to talk her into fucking possibly watching My Hero, dude. Dragon Ball Z's not gonna. It is shit, but it won't sell, dude. I'm sorry, it just won't.
It took you a long time to talk me into RWBY, and now I've finally done that. So I am. So you can talk me into shows.
But see, that's the thing, though. I want to keep that streak going. I only want to sell you good shows. I think Dragon Ball Z is a phenomenal anime, but as I've stated before, I don't think females care for Dragon Ball Z. So I would like to keep my perfect record. You need to watch My Hero Academia, and you will love it. And then when you're done with that, you need to watch 7 Deadly Sins, and you will love it. Fantastic. Dragon Ball Z, probably not so much. The movies, the newer movies, I think you would like, just because like it's not so much of that anymore. Like it actually seems like it actually has a plot to the movie. But once again, if you don't know the characters, you're not going to be as invested, and because you're not as invested, it's not going to be as good. So, boom.
That makes sense.
Kind of a circle meets a square type deal. Oh, that was so good.
I can't wait to see what they do in the abridged with that scene.
Well, you got a long fucking way to go, my friend. They literally just finished Cell. We haven't even gotten to Boo, much less fucking Beerus and the Battle of the Gods, and then Resurrection. Or no, yeah, it's at the end of Battle of the Gods. I don't know.
Oh god.
I don't know. They did say that they thought about not doing it anymore.
Oh.
And just stop it after that. They deal with a lot of shit, man. Like they get fucking so many copyright strikes when they release an episode. It's ridiculous, dude. They deal with a lot of shit. Like I couldn't imagine releasing a YouTube, like I mean, because I do all the releases for our channel. I couldn't imagine putting a video up and it not actually being viewable to the fans for like 8 months. I couldn't imagine that. I physically could not imagine going through that much red tape just to get a video up. Like fucking bless those guys. Like they're awesome. They're fucking good because they do other shows too. Like one of the ones that we're watching right now, which obviously this is very duh. But they actually did it with Final Fantasy VII, the game, and it's called a Machina Bridge. So they're going around and making jokes out of all the dialogue, and it's fucking phenomenal. It's fucking great. It really is good. And the best part is like, because Tony doesn't play Final Fantasy VII, so like a lot of the jokes go over his head, where I'm like, oh, dude, that was so fucking good. Like, I get it. It's so good. But the most recent episode we just watched literally had me fucking almost in tears because like they have Red 13, which is the dog character, and like he literally doesn't say anything. He's just like they did a good job of showing like how a side character should act. He only talks every once in a while. When he does, it's fucking hilarious. And like Tifa and Cloud are in this big argument, and Cloud's like, I don't understand why you have to be such a bitch all the time. You're always like this to me. And then she's all like, whoa, Cloud, back up. Like she's fucking rude to him. Like she literally tells him to join their cause, or else she's going to find a way to get 4 guys to anally rape him. And he's like, you threatened me with anal rape of 4 guys. He's like, I don't understand why you gotta be such a bitch all the time. She's like, whoa, Cloud, like she notices she kind of stepped a little bit over the line. And then Cloud's like, you've always been this way ever since your dad died. And then everything gets quiet. And then Red 13 just goes, oh shit. And I fucking lost it. Like everything just quiet for like a solid minute, and Red 13's just like, oh shit. And I was like, Jesus Christ, no way. Oh my god. And they do him perfect. He's so fucking good. He's so good. Oh my gosh. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Yeah. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like the video. Also turn on notifications, that way you get notified every time we release another video. And hit us in the comments below. Let us know your thoughts about RWBY, your thoughts about Genlock. If you have not seen RWBY, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life. Go see RWBY. It's phenomenal. You can easily watch volumes 1 through 5 on YouTube, volume 6 on roosterteeth.com. Once again, it's roosterteeth.com. They're fucking awesome. They in no way sponsored this podcast, but goddamn it, I wish they did, because they're amazing individuals.
I happen to have Crunchyroll. Volume 1 through 5 are on Crunchyroll as well.
And Netflix. But anyways, regardless, go watch RWBY. It's phenomenal. Volume 6, like I said, it's only on their website. Also, Genlock Episode 1 is out right now for Rooster Teeth as well. Fucking amazing. Really enjoyed it. Thought it was good. Got people like Michael B. Jordan, Macy Williams, Dakota Fanning. Like, a lot of really fucking high-tier people in a fucking anime as voice actors. It was really, really good in my opinion. So go check those out. But at the end of all that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and we will see you next time.